today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Houston Texans taking on the Detroit Lions.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They'll run on first down. Irvin. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, it's Mills. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd and 7.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
34-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
Watson.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. To throw is Watson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Deshaun Watson.
A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? But if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
But this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll run on 1st down. Irvin. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
Watson's pass.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 12.
To throw is Watson on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but the running back, he wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the mark.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd.
And to give this time to the tailback. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Watson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 22.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans back out there and ready to go. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, it told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
By Jeff Okudah.
On 2nd down now, it's Mills. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Houston. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. It's Gray. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Just the first quarter of a tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all offseason about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story all night.
No score after one on EA Sports. On play action, they'll throw. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
23 yards.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Number 38.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Draw play to the running.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Number 81.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st down, Landry. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Owens. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone, if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, we're going to sell the go. Just go, and let's see who's faster.
11 yards there, 1st down. From the gun, Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, Irvin. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
3rd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll run on 1st down. Landry. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up, They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Throw left side complete. It's Palmer. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Well, Charles, you said you would be hesitant to throw it. They should run it. They did. Not only did they get space for their punter, forget that, they got a 1st down.
And I think that is a mild surprise because it's not exactly rocket science to think, run it here, don't throw it, take care of the football. I would have expected the defense to be a little bit better prepared than that.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Number 32 on
the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
4-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's got room. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10. And the Lions 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st down, Lions.
That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Being chased out left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, it's Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before the break. Watson looking long for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start with a couple of franchises that have had their share of great quarterbacks and playoff battles. Green Bay at San Francisco. And that game tied at 7 in the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. The Chargers looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. 27-13 was the final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Gain of 12. And the Lions first down.
On first down, Landry. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
The pass.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. They'll run on first down. Landry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Landry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13. It's a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Owens. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Irvin. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 5.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and, again, that second score here in the third quarter. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves. I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Right back to him on first down. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36.
To number 80.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit, because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Houston set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Palmer.
Complete.
It's a gain of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard.
And now out comes Houston. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Johnson with a completion over the middle.
Watson's back.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Watson on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the 50, it's Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Again, it's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Texans on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 10. To the air yet again. Watson over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Watson on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 17.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Intercepted by the Lions.
This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason. Complete to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 20.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Deshaun Watson sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Here's Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And that's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again is Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Watson's pass.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
On 1st down, it's Owens. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
24-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Owens. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 21 yards away. And this offense is running away with this one. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, They've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
At the 32-yard line.
Watson now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. On first down, Watson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Watson looks to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw is Watson. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Gain of 4. It's now second.
Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further.
He was brought down at the
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Where we go? Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that defense
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thomas. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Back 55, back 55. Know your job.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Lions, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Houston, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody. Thank you.